Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly team Zoom. I'm super excited to have you guys on. For everybody who is brand new, my name is Crystal Pearl, and I'm one of your Ambassador Diamond uplines. And this is something that we do every week. Usually our team Zooms are on Tuesday nights. This week we had to reschedule it to Wednesday. But this is something that we do every single week, and it's really just our time to kind of connect as a team. We always try to bring you some little pieces, some little nuggets of information that you can really take with you throughout the week and implement into your business to help you grow and help you to be more successful in this business. So we love our time together. I'm going to encourage you guys to grab a pen and a piece of paper, write down notes. And when we get to the end, I will open it up for questions. So as we're going through everything, if you guys have questions, make sure to jot them down, because at the end, I will open it up for questions. But if we have dead air, then we just go ahead and close it down and assume nobody has questions. So I'm super excited for tonight's topic because we're going to be talking about how to network and how to meet new people and expand your network. And this is a topic that I think is really important. Can you guys hear me okay? It's saying my connection's unstable. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Let's see, can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up or post in the chat. I just want to make sure. It's cutting in and out. Okay, hold on just a second here, guys. Bear with me. We have crummy internet, so. Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully, let's see. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and keep going. Hopefully, if it's breaking up, it will be smooth on the recording. So I'll make sure to get the recording to you guys, even if you can't hear me super great right now. Here, I'm going to try disconnecting and reconnecting. So bear with me just a minute here. Okay, we're going to try this. We'll see how it goes. But I'm super excited, like I said, because I think that this is a topic that is very, very important. I think it's important that we remember that we are in a network marketing company, so we need to know how to network. We need to know how to expand our friends, our contacts, so that our business is always growing. Because the reality is some of us come into this business and we have a pretty large network. We have a big network of people that want to support us, and they're excited about what we have going on. And then some of us, we have a very small network. We don't have a lot of friends. And that's really, you know, when I came into this business, I had an extremely small network. And so I really had to learn how to meet new people, how to expand my network. And so that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys about, because it's something, like I said, that is very important in your business, because you never want to get to the point where you have ran out of people to talk to. So you always want to be expanding that network. We have really bad storms here tonight, so, well, not really bad, but it's raining pretty good. So hopefully my service will stick with us. So I'm praying. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about how to do this. So our number one goal in this business is not only to sell products. You know, we are in a business where we are selling a product and an opportunity, but that is not our number one focus. Our number one focus is to make friends and build relationships with people. I always tell our team that my goal is that when somebody thinks about It Works, they instantly think Crystal Pearl or Crystal and Josh Pearl. I don't want them to think of any other name when they think about the word It Works. I want them to instantly think about me, and that's how I've branded myself. And that's the same goal for you guys and your network. So, you know, the reality is not everybody's going to necessarily be in a stage of their life where they're going to need skincare products, or they're going to be ready for health and wellness products or weight loss or anything like that. But the reality is that most people are going to go through a life change every few years. So you never know where people are going to be at. So if you can be that person that builds a good relationship with your network, and you can be that person that they think of your name when they think of It Works, when they're looking for something like this, that is the main goal. So I'm going to tell you guys how to extend your network. Okay. So, and I put notes here because I wanted to make sure that I stayed on track. And like I said, I do think this is something that is really important. So the first thing I want to tell you guys about is you need to remember that social media is not the only way to build your business. We definitely live in an age where social media is an awesome tool for us. It's something that's helped us to reach people all over the world. But I think more of social media as a tool to help me with my networking, to help me with building good relationships with people and help keep me organized. And so I think it's important that you use social media as a tool, but you know that that's not the end all be all when it comes to your networking. So remember to use it as a tool. So I'm going to share with you guys what I do to meet people and what I do to extend my network every single day. So one of the first things that I do is blitzing. And this is something that I get questions on all the time. How do you blitz? How are you effective when you're blitz? I'm scared to blitz. You know, it's something that people are worried about. So blitzing is simply just giving your information to somebody. So the biggest thing that I found is that when people are really freaking out about blitzing, they're just overthinking it. They're thinking way too much about it. They're thinking they have to do way more than they need to do. So I just really want to simplify it for you. So this is what I do when I'm blitzing. Now, I'm more of a lifestyle blitzer, so I more tie it into what I'm already doing. I'm not going out and just like handing my card to everybody like a crazy person. Some people are great with that. My husband, Josh, he's a super outgoing person. He will go and knock on somebody's window at a gas station and give them a blitz card. That is just not me. That is not in my comfort zone, and it's just not something that I do well with, but he's great at it. So I'm going to share with you guys what I do. So my blitzes are more lifestyle blitzes. So what I mean by that is what I'm doing is I'm looking for natural ways to tell people about what I do in conversation. So I'm making sure, number one, I'm always branding myself. Anytime I'm out and about, I'm making sure that I have, you know, like right now I have an It Works hoodie on. We were out running around outside all day. That's why I look crazy. We were out in the rain. It's crazy weather here today. But I make sure that no matter what, whenever I'm out and about, I am wearing something that says It Works on it because I get paid to wear these clothes. You know, if I'm out and about and somebody says, oh, I've heard about that. Does that really work? Or, you know, I'm out and about and they say, what works? Your shirt says It Works. What works? It's such an easy way to give somebody my Blitz card. So the number one thing is I always make sure that I'm branded. Now, the next thing that I do is whenever I'm out and about, if I'm in a situation where I know that there's a very good chance that I will never see that person again, that's when they're getting a Blitz card, okay? So there's two different ways that I do my blitzing. So the first way I'm going to talk about is for somebody who I do not think that I would ever see again, or I don't think that I'm going to have the opportunity to talk to again. Those are people that I'm giving a Blitz card to. So an example of this would be, if I'm at a grocery store and I'm checking out, then I'm going to give the cashier a business card or a Blitz card. And I'm just going to simply say to her, hey, I'm introducing a new product into the area. I'd just love to give you a couple coupons. If you or anyone you know may be interested in this, we work by word of mouth. So I keep it super, super simple, and that's all I do. And I say, have a great day. If I'm sitting down next to somebody and I don't have the opportunity to connect with them on Facebook or a different social media platform, they're somebody that I'm going to make sure that I'm going to give a business card to. You know, so if I'm sitting down with somebody and we're having a great conversation, and I say, hey, are you on Facebook? And they say, no, I'm not. I don't go on Facebook. Then I'm just going to simply say, well, hey, I'd love to give you a business card. We work by word of mouth. If you or anyone you ever know is interested in health and wellness products, these are amazing. I'd love to just share them with you. That's it. That's all I do. So I keep it really, really simple. And I just tell people we work by word of mouth. I'd love to give you a business card if you or anyone you know may be interested in something like this. And I keep it super, super simple. Less is more. The biggest thing is when people are blitzing, they think they need to go on this big, huge thing and do all this crazy stuff. And you really, really don't. You just simply need to give them the card. And if they have questions, then go ahead and continue the conversation from there. But if not, just give them the card and say you're glad that they took your information. So this is for people, like I said, if I feel like I will never have another conversation with them again, they get a Blitz card. What I'm usually doing is I'm looking more to network with people when I'm out and about. So that's my lifestyle blitzing. But in all honesty, when I've been out and about and I'm giving out Blitz cards, I usually don't get a ton of results from just giving out a Blitz card. Now, I still do it because I was brought into this business through a Blitz card. Lori Humble, my upline, she gave me a Blitz card, and that's how I got introduced to this company. So I feel like it would be so selfish of me to not hand out Blitz cards, because I never know if the person I'm giving it to is going to be that next person that this opportunity is going to completely change their life like it's changed mine. So I do Blitz. But what I'm looking to do more often is to network. So what I do is, typically when I'm going out, I'm looking to get people on Facebook. I'm looking to connect with them, or get a phone number, or get them on Instagram, or whatever it may be, or Snapchat. It doesn't really matter. I'm looking for a form of contact, a way that I can connect with them in the future and start building a relationship with them. So typically what we're doing, if we're going out on like a Blitz day, we're going out to network. And this is usually, I mean, every day when we're out and about, we are always eyes open, looking for somebody that we can meet, that we can connect with, and just get on our social media. So typically what that looks like for us is, you know, we have small kids. So we'll take our kids and we'll go to like a play place. So we'll go to like Burger King. They have a play place there, and our kids will be playing, and we'll look for, you know, other moms that I can sit next to and start up a conversation with, or our kids are playing together. You know, I'm looking for, where's their mom, so I can sit down and have a conversation with them. Or we take our kiddos to the beach. You know, I'm looking for, instead of sitting in the corner by myself, I'm looking for, where can I sit that I can start up a conversation with and make a connection with somebody. So I'm always looking for opportunities to chit chat with people. And for me, I'm an introvert, so this is uncomfortable for me, but I know what's going to come of it. And I know that I need to get those connections on my social media. And like I said, I'm passionate about sharing this opportunity with people. So nothing good happens in your comfort zone. So push out of that comfort zone. So what I'm typically doing is, let's just use the play place example. So I'm at the play place, I'm sitting down by another mom, our kids are playing great together. I'm just going to simply say to them, when it's getting close to the time that we're wrapping it up, hey, oh my gosh, our kids had so much fun playing together. Are you on Facebook? You should definitely let me know next time you guys are up here. It'd be great to get our kiddos together again. Or, hey, are you on Facebook? I always love connecting with other moms. It's so nice to just build up that community on social media, or whatever it may be. So I'm not even talking to them about It Works, unless, you know, if I'm wearing the gear and they ask me about it, then of course I will. But I feel that if I have the opportunity to get somebody on social media over giving them a Blitz card, I'm going to do that, because then I know now they're on my social media. Now I have a way to connect with them. I have a way to build a relationship with them. And that's going to be more beneficial than me just giving them a business card and then thinking, oh, well, she's only talking to me because she wants to sell me something. And I'm not. You know, I'm talking to them because if I have something that would benefit their life, then I want to help them. So that's the goal. So that's what I do with my networking, is when I'm out and about, I'm always looking for people who I can connect with. Another tip is, you can do, like, you know, if you don't have little kids, it's just easy for me, the stage of life that I'm in, it's very easy to connect with other moms. So find different areas of, you know, different things that you can do to connect with people that are in your circle. There are also networking groups out there. So you can join different networking groups. You can go on meetup.com, or just ask some other entrepreneurs that you know if they're in any networking groups that they really like. But you can join networking groups and you can connect with people that way. That's a really great way to get your name out there, get your information out there, make some connections out in the business world. I always think, you know, anybody who ever has like a logo on their shirt, you know, I'm always asking them, hey, what do you do for a living? And I just start the conversation that way. Hey, what's your logo all about? We do this all the time, and they just start telling us about their business. A lot of times they're real estate agents or financial advisors or hairstylists, or, you know, there's chiropractors. There's so many different things. So I just ask them, hey, I just ask them about them, and they start talking. And then eventually they're going to ask you what you do. And it's a great way to just say, hey, are you on social media? It was great connecting with you. Anybody who is in a type of business that they are networkers, real estate agents, hairstylists, chiropractors, you know, whatever it may be, that is the easiest way to connect with people, because they will want to connect with you. And once again, it's not always the people that you're connecting with. They're always not the destination. sometimes they're a doorway. You know, sometimes they're not going to be the person who's going to purchase from you, or they're not going to be the person who joins your team, but you never know who they might know who is looking for an opportunity. And once again, if, you know, somebody says, hey, I've been, you know, they're in a conversation and they're saying, you know, I've been really looking for some great health and wellness products. This person that you've just networked with might say, hey, you should talk to my friend Crystal. She loves these It Works products. You know, they might work for you as well. Let me get you her information, or let me connect the two of you. You know, that's the goal. So that's just another way of doing it. So like I said, I did the blitzing, direct, indirect. You know, make sure that you're being more active in things that you are already involved in. So once again, you know, stepping out of that comfort zone. You know, if you are, let's say you're involved in church activities, or you do have kids that are in sports or different things that you volunteer for, or you're in classes, you know, make a point to start talking to some of these people out and about, because I think so many times people are so stuck behind the screen, they're stuck behind their social media, just like waiting for something to happen. And there's all these people out there that are looking for an opportunity or interested in something, and you're missing them because your head's in your phone constantly. So make sure that you're seeing, you know, who's around you, what's around you every single day. For me, I just make a point, you know, to anyone that I meet out and about, I'm trying to get their name so I can find them on my social media, because again, I use that as a tool to start building that relationship. So, you know, if my kids in school, you know, we're getting together with some of their parents, our kids are doing play dates, whatever it may be, I'm making sure that I'm friending all of those moms and dads on Facebook so we can start building a relationship and start building a connection. You can do the same thing with your kids that are in sports, or, you know, again, let's say you're in like a fitness class or any sort of like adult group, you know, just ask people, hey, are you on Facebook? I'd love to connect with you. It's not weird unless you make it weird. And so many times it's the thought of saying that to somebody that freaks you out, but people don't care. Like, a lot of times what I do is I give them my phone. I just say, hey, are you on Facebook? We should be friends. And I just give them my phone with Facebook pulled up, and they start typing their name right into it. So keep it really, really simple. Expos are another great way. There's so many different events that usually are going on throughout the community. So if you feel like you just really need to get out there and meet some more people, expos and events are a really great way to do that. You know, we're at the end of summer now, so there's a lot of different things going on in the community usually in the summer. Fall is usually a really great time, as well as November, December, as we kind of head into the holidays. There are so many little craft fairs and vendor events and lady shopping nights, different things like that. So I encourage you guys to sign up for some of those, especially the ones that don't cost you a lot of money, because it's just a great way to get out there and start meeting people. And, you know, a lot of times when you go to these different events, you're not going to go to it and sell, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars of product, or at least that doesn't happen to me. My goal whenever I go to these events is, again, who can I meet? Who can I connect with? Who can I connect with on social media? Who can I start building a relationship with? Because then I'm going to have a funnel of people that I can connect with, build that relationship, and when they're ready for these products or ready for an opportunity, I'm going to be the person that they think of. So those are great ways to start building your network. Wrap parties. You know, I know a lot of us, again, are doing the social media thing, but if you are able to do a live wrap party and get in front of people, I really encourage you to do it, because it's a great way that you can connect with people on that personal level. I know for me personally, you know, whenever I meet somebody online, it takes a longer time for me to build that relationship, because I'm just a person behind the computer. They don't really know me. But when I'm able to get in front of people at an event, the trust level is there so much quicker, you know, and the closing is such a higher rate at events like that. So wrap parties are phenomenal. So, you know, a great way to do that is, you know, reach out to people that you know that are willing to support you, that are fun personalities, that love hosting, they love putting things together, and just ask them, like, hey, would you do a sample night for me? Would you just invite a few friends over? I'll bring some of my stuff over. You don't have to do anything. I just want to sample these products. I just want to share these products. That's a free way that you can get your face in front of some people. And then once again, make sure that at that event, you're connecting with all of those people. You're getting them on Facebook. You're finding different ways to build that relationship with them and stay in the loop with them. So wrap parties, sample nights, those are awesome to do. And like I said, you don't even need to really do that much. For me, when I do a sample night, I'm usually bringing, the greens, and then, I have my wraps on hand if people want to do a wrap while they're there. Now, what some people do is they take a body wrap and they cut it into 6 pieces. And so they say everybody's going to get a free wrap at the party. And what they do is they do chin and neck wrap. So they take one wrap, cut it into 6 people, and they do chin and neck wrap sessions at the party. That's a great way to get people there. It's a great way for people to experience the product. And, it's a really low cost for you because you're going through one wrap at that party and people are seeing results. So that's something that you could do. If you have the shake, and different products that you want to sample, you can certainly bring those there so people can sample them as well. Have the defining gel, have some of your skincare line, but you can do it really simply, even if you only have a couple products. Like I said, even if you just had the greens and the defining gel and your fat fighter, those 3 products, and you could have an amazing sample night because you could do the fat fighter demo. You could sample the greens and sample the defining gel and then just talk about some of the other products. So you can do it very easily. So wrap parties are awesome. And then I just want to talk about social media because like I said, I know that this is a way that a lot of us are growing our business, and it's been a huge tool for me in my business. The majority of my business has grown through social media, but again, I want to reiterate, it's been because I've used it as a tool in my business. So what I do on my social media to really expand my network is I have a goal every single day that I want to add 20 new people to my Facebook. So every single day I go through and I add 20 new people to Facebook. Now it's important that you don't just go on Facebook and start adding these random people that you have no idea who they are, you have no connection with, nothing at all. Because typically what will happen is they will not accept your friend request because you have no connection with them. And then you could get put in Facebook jail where you are not allowed to send friend requests for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on how many times that you've gotten in trouble with this. So we don't want that to happen. You don't want to go in Facebook jail. If you do, it's not the end of the world. I think I've been in there 2 times and it's okay. I survived. I'm still here. But we want to avoid that if we can. So what you want to do when you're looking to friend people on Facebook is you want to look for connections with people. So again, when I first started out with my business, it was very easy to find 20 people a day because all I had to do is think back to people I went to high school with, people I went to college with, people that I worked with in the past. Anytime I go to an event, so let's say, I have a friend that is, we're going to their wedding. So I'll make sure that I'm going around and talking to people that I don't know, and then I'm making sure to remember their name. That's huge. A trick that I do for this, because I'm horrible at remembering people's names, is I'll just say, what was your name? And then I'll repeat it in my head until I have a second, and then I'll grab my phone and I'll put it in my notes section. I'll put their name in there. And the reason I love doing this is because now after the wedding's over, I can go to, let's say it was Michelle's wedding, and I met Nicole Smith there, okay? So I met Nicole Smith at Michelle's wedding. So now I can go to Michelle's Facebook page after the wedding, and I can easily go on her friends list and find Nicole Smith and add her, and she's gonna accept me because we had a conversation. So mutual friends, I'm always making sure that I'm adding those types of people to my network. Once you get to the point where you've kind of ran out of your circle, you've kind of added all the people that you can think of that you've had past relationships with, then what I like to do is I like to go to friends pages that are not in the business, of course. You don't want to do this to anybody who is a networks distributor because we want to make sure that our networks aren't overlapping. But I'll go to a friends page, and so let's just say, like my brother's in the business, but let's say one of my sister-in-laws that aren't in the business. I'll go to like their page and I'll pull up their friends list, and I'll go to, if you go to where it says suggested friends, it will bring up people on her friends list that we have mutual friends with. So what I'm always looking for when I'm doing this is I like to find people who we have 15 or more mutual friends. So, you know, I'm looking through and I'll go through it and count to 20. You know, so anybody who has 15 or more mutual friends, I'll just add all the way up to 20. So I really like doing that. And a lot of times those people will accept you because even if you don't really know each other, you haven't had a conversation yet, they see, okay, we have 15 mutual friends together. All of these people think she's cool, so I'm going to accept her. Every so often you'll get the person that will say, hey, do I know you? And, you know, you can just simply say, you can say whatever you want, but so a lot of times I just said, yeah, I'm friends with blah, 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 and you must have somehow been on her page, and you just looked like somebody who was fun. And I'll just say something like that, or you just looked like somebody who had an interesting profile. I love following positive people, or, you know, whatever it may be. Like, look at their page and find something to compliment them on. So I do that a lot. And then another way that you can find friends on Facebook is by using groups. So think of different groups that have something that you might be interested in. So, you know, it could be a mommy's group, or it could be, I'm not a huge fan of mommy's groups because there's a lot of It Works distributors in mommy's groups and a lot of them use it. So I like to try to think of things that are a little bit more unique. But think about, like, you know, different things in your area. So it could be like, let's just say I live in Scandia, Minnesota. So maybe I look for a group that's like Moms of Scandia, or Minnesota Moms, or Dachshund Moms. I have a wiener dog. So Dachshund Moms, or Dachshund Group, or Healthy Cooking, or, you know, there all sorts of different ideas. But you can become members of these groups and then just simply go through and start commenting and liking and building relationships with people in these groups. Be a part of these groups. And what will happen is, for me, what I personally do is I'll go through and I'll comment on people's posts. And once I've had a conversation with a few people in these groups, once we have dialogue going back and forth, at that point, I will send them a friend request. Because at that point, even if they don't accept me, they won't say, I don't know her, I have no idea who she is, so I won't get in trouble. I won't get in trouble for being a spammer. They just might simply decide not to accept my friend request. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to accept your friend request. And they're going to be more than happy to accept your friend request because they're looking to network. Now, it's important on social media when you're doing this, especially, that you don't look like a creeper. You want to make sure that your Facebook doesn't look like you're somebody who is just out to sell, or you're just a spammer. So, you know, you want to make sure that your profile has a picture of you, a nice picture of you as your profile image. You do not want an It Works logo. You don't want a sports logo. You want them to see that you are a real person. So it's really important that you have that on there. I try to avoid having anything on there that looks spammy, you know, so anything that looks like an It Works ad, or, you know, if you pull up your Facebook and it looks like a billboard, then you want to make sure that you're going through and you're kind of cleaning that up a little bit. You want your social media to look like you and to look like your lifestyle and things that you're excited about. And that's why we always say, you know, try to stay away from anything that looks like a billboard ad as far as the It Works post. And, you know, so instead of having a post of Fat Fighters with all of the things that they do on it that looks like a billboard ad, have a picture of you with the Fat Fighters, or it could be a picture of you with Fat Fighters in a bowl of pasta, or with a piece of cake, or, you know, whatever it may be. You using a facial, you know, whatever it may be. Those types of things are totally fine. But make sure, again, you're mixing in some lifestyle things in between that, and it's not just It Works 24/7 end all be all. You want your page to be a place that looks inspiring, fun, and exciting. And most importantly, you want people to see you. You want people to see that you're a real person that they can connect with. So those are just some tips on how to grow your network. There's so many different ways to do it, and I know there's so many different tips that other people on All right, I don't know what happened. I just got kicked off. I'm back. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I don't know what happened. Okay, so it looks like it kicked everybody off too, so sorry about that. Hopefully it looks like our recording's still going. So I'm gonna mute everybody again. Bear with me just a second. Okay, so like I said, there are so many different ways to do it, but I wanted to give you just a few ways that you could really start expanding your network and your friends list. And then, again, just remember that once you add new friends to your social media and you start building relationships with people, you want to be a friend first before you start bringing up business. So don't add somebody, to Facebook and then the next day start slamming It Works down their throat or start asking them to purchase something from you or whatever it may be. The goal is to be a friend first. So, as you add people on your social media, go through and start making some comments, start following their page, like and comment on different things that they have going on, give them compliments, be interactive. And what's going to happen is through doing that and through building a relationship with them, they're going to start to see your posts and they're going to start to see that you're excited about these products, that you're excited about this opportunity, and they're going to start watching you. And eventually they're going to ask you what you have going on. Now, for me, what I personally do, I don't cold message anybody. I never have. I never will. I will warm message somebody if I see somebody. So like, this is what I do. Most people come to me and ask me about the products and the opportunity, but you guys need to remember, I've been doing this 7 years now, and some of these people have been watching me for multiple years, but because I'm continuing to expand my network, that has worked just fine for me. But if I'm ever at a place where, maybe I need, another customer this month, or I need some volume or whatever it may be, if I see somebody continuously liking my post about products or liking my post about the opportunity, what I do is I'll simply just reach out to them and I'll just say something like, hey girl, I just want to say thank you so much for always supporting me and my business. If you're ever interested in hearing more about hair, skin, and nails, I'd love to share it with you. It's one of my favorite products, but I really just want to reach out to you and say thank you for all your support, whatever it may be. And so just by simply doing that, a lot of times that will open up a conversation and they will start asking me about whatever, whatever they have continued to like, or about the opportunity or whatever it may be. So I just wanted to reiterate that because I see it sometimes that people, they'll friend request somebody, they'll accept their friend request, and I've had it happen to me, and where I accept somebody's friend request and then 2 seconds later my inbox is blowing up with them asking me to purchase something from them. Or
lost her again.
Yep, you can't hear me? All right. Well, I am having some crazy internet issues tonight, it sounds like. Let's see. Can you guys, it looks like everybody's frozen here. All right, guys. Well, I am going to go ahead and end this Zoom. It sounds like I'm having crazy internet issues. Everybody looks like they're frozen on my end, so I'm assuming that I'm frozen on your end. So I'm going to have this recording. I will get this recording up for anybody, and then what we'll go ahead and do is just go ahead and any questions you have, post them in the recording link.